Christmas, and all the children are eagerly awaiting the Seeker's arrival. Throughout most of the UK, there will be all officers to mission operations, followed by 20 centimeters of snow. Here at home, we're facing one hell of a storm front.
Prepare for the Mars project, because they're coming.
Early this morning at the port of Felixstowe, 21 workers were found dead in a cargo container ship. The ship had initiated auto-docking procedures, and emergency personnel on site reported finding no survivors
Much
aboard.
better.
21
Not so sorry to wake you, Bishop.
dead.
We thought
Nothing
you should
further.
know about our
The
little
cause of death and origin of the
escort.
vessel had been released by authorities. And that's the latest from here in London. I'm Malcolm Thomas.
Worried? No, Bishop. There's nothing to worry about. Not unless you're afraid of a couple crummy American F-35s, piloted by a group of washed-up mercenaries. A few more bad apples who wish the war never ended. It's just another day in the Consortium. To escort us through Bulgaria. It's a long story, but let's just say the leader of this particular crew has a very strong disliking for our way of doing things. He likes to think he's doing the people of Bulgaria a service by pestering us, but really, they're as fed up with him as the K and I are. What? You just say, "Tell me more," and I'm supposed to jump? If you want to know more about him, search for Kirill Angelov in any of the ship information consoles. That's K-I-R-I-L. Or go and talk to the K. Oh, right. That's just what I call Night 15. We've been dealing with these guys for years now, and I like to think Kirill, their leader, has a crush on her. You met her when you came on board? Remember? She's technically our operations manager, the leader of our little team. We just met 2 hours ago. Okay. Someone's a little eager. So let's get you suited up and ready to kick some homeless arse. Here are your basic Consortium tools. You got your PCU, BUS and assault helmet, all specifically tailored to fit you nice and snug. Hey, no problem. You know what? You're acting a little lopsided. Maybe you should go and see Rook 13 in the med bay. I'll tell him you may be coming. It's your choice, whether or not to go, of course, but... All right, Bishop. Suit yourself.
Good afternoon, sleepyhead. Yes, Bishop? What can I do for you? I was just checking on something for Rook 9. He's a little concerned because we can't seem to track Angelov's location of transmit. Usually Zenlil can pinpoint where he's contacting us from, but not today. Don't you know not to ask a lady that? I'm not much older than you are, I'm sure. So what's your excuse? I'm not a child, Bishop, if that's what you're worried about. We have a pretty young crew on this ship, and I hope to the ancestors that you can drop this military macho attitude. Anyway, if you don't mind, I have to go check in with Rook 9 now. Hey, and try to avoid Pawn 1 if you want to keep from screaming at someone on your first day.
as I do, Patricia.
Do you really want to get into this now? She could come back from the call at any second.
Do I look like I care? Let her hear me. I do not deserve this kind of treatment, and it's time she understands this.
What kind of treatment? You've only been here a month and you're already complaining.
She does not need to treat us like ants to be stomped on.
Can we just get back to work, please?
But I will not let her push me around.
Yes, whatever you say.
Bishop 6, welcome to the medical bay.
This place is disastrous. We apologize.
My sister's going as well. She's never been to the theater before. At least it gives her some culture for a change. Something to get over the college. I don't see the appeal of living your life. It's not really living.
Tell that to the millions of wireheads out there. Hey, buon pomeriggio, Bishop. Welcome to Global Ops.
Have you not heard about the new patch for VR Sports? Playhouses are putting holoseating in now. They're all over Broadway, and they're only a few weeks from going live. Really? How far in the bush have you been lately? Several major Broadway stage locations have set up holoseats of their own now, exactly as VR Sports have done in sports arenas.
So Pond 51 here got herself into the alpha testing at the Palace. It's for the new one, the Dreamer Traveler. Have you heard of it? It's one of the better sci-fi stage shows out there, about a man who travels between the parallel universes through the dreams of the people in his life. It's a pretty wild stuff. As the title suggests, we monitor global operations. Everything that happens inside our grid comes through this room.
It's our job to sort through it all and ensure that treaties and alliances are held up. The king does most of the work, but we like to think we help. Each of the 5 Consortium C-3800 vessels have their own list of supporting entities to monitor, and in most cases, police. So all that landmass or orbital territory is what we call our grid. Oh, here we go.
Damn, this is pretty... I want to say serious, but I'm going to go with odd. The thing on London docks in Felixstowe, not a ship that showed up with a bunch of corpses. The London police weren't releasing many details to the public, but now they're spilling everything to us in a TS packet.
And it's a lot to go through.
One second. Yes, it's because... What the hell?
The 21 people were shot to death with AK-47 rifles? If that's not enough, the bullet casings found all date back to... You're not going to believe this. 2013. This doesn't make any sense. That's long obsolete weaponry firing bullets from before the war.
I'm sorry, Bishop, but the king has made this a priority. We need to concentrate.
Welcome to Mission Operations. First things first, here is your Consortium Mind Communicator. Just call it a CMC. Hearing Consortium Mind Communicator over and over just gives me a headache. Consortium officers only need to think what we'd like to say to each other, and the CMC will do the rest. Let him sweat it out. Maybe he'll lose interest and go away.
Angelov has done this plenty of times before. Once we clear Bulgarian airspace, he'll scamper off to whatever cave he crawled out of. Isn't that obvious? We've been dealing with him and his homeless mercs since his president father sided with us a couple of years back.
I like your enthusiasm, I really do. But the last thing we want, however, is for this to turn violent. I'm becoming rather tired of forcibly having to hurt Angelov's men. Only a month ago we came across Stockwell and his men, exactly as now. Angelov and Bishop 8, your predecessor, got into a fairly violent spitting match. Against my orders, 8 took control of manual weapons and shot down 2 of Angelov's men. A week later, he retired.
And this is the first time we've seen Angelov since. That man is crazier than a shithouse rat.
He was definitely a little rough around the edges, but he always got the job done. Revenge? It would take another 200 of those F-35s to even scratch us. They're a level 2 threat, which means the King is well aware of what Angelov is capable of.
If you know that much, then you also know the King is looking into it.
It's really nothing to worry about.
You've played enough of what?
Me too. Me too. I think 6 means to say that not locking Angelov's position, no matter how impossible it seems to us, could be his doing. This could be some game Angelov is playing with us. We should all be prepared for anything.
There's no way, Bishop. He's really not that bright or connected.
Okay, 6. Before you move on to something else, I wanted you to officially meet Rook 9, Captain of Zimmerl.
G'day, B. Glad to have you here with us. And the name is actually Wade. Just stick to Wade, lay off the Rook 9 nonsense, eh? Where do you think the pilot would be, mate? The CMC just stuck in here can transmit as far as the bloody moon. We've tested it. Once the boss deals with our friend Angelov here, come and see me in the cockpit. I got some extraordinary scotch I've been itching to share with someone. They're gone. I really miss having someone to drink with.
Wade! Just stop right there, please. He's only kidding, 6. Or at least he better be.
So hey, all kidding aside, give me just a few minutes to finish up this diagnostic, and then I'd like to get a look at you in person.
For now, I want you to walk around a little and meet your new crew. Most of them are eager to meet you.
Oh, well, hey, the new bishop. I got a few minutes to talk if you want. How was your sleep? Those bunks up there can be pretty comfortable. They're 60% made of hemp. Canadian hemp, the best in the world. Excellent. I always wonder when I'm put with a new bishop or rook or knight. I always wonder what they're going to be like. And you seem cool, so that's good. No problem, no problem. Glad to help. I actually haven't helped you, have I? Well, glad to meet you at least.
Oh, hey, Bishop. I didn't hear you come in. I have to get back to work.
Wait a second, McKay. Not so fast. Are you coming to the party or not? We're having it before you leave for home, the second we're done in BC. No excuses will be accepted.
No, I can't. I'm sorry. It's nice to meet you.
Bishop, it's nice to see you again. It's nothing. What can I do for you?
It was a 2D. A movie bishop. It's all he ever does. Watches movies and makes me do all the work.
This is untrue, Bishop. We have equal tasks to adhere to, according to strict Consortium protocol. Yes, it is a 32-inch Toshiba from 1995, one of the many televisions I've managed to acquire over the years. The best in my collection is a 3-inch General Electric Octagon from 1928.
Notice he is actually proud of that fact?
Fascinating. And how did you initiate transport? Some sort of device or vehicle? Maybe a phone booth?
Kieran, you realize he's only kidding around, right?
Excellent. This rift to another dimension is thus created by your satellite, or does the satellite merely utilize something already present in space?
Oh, can we please change the subject now?
IDGI. I recognize that. Good choice. And it is interesting that there are 21 of these packets. I wonder why that is.
Interdimensional games? You really remember them, Kieran? It was before my time, but they had that game, Anti-War. My father used to talk about it all the time. It was one of his favorites.
So the connection is made on this end, through the king of the Consortium. I did not expect this turn of events. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating.
It's not fascinating, it's ridiculous. You're both ridiculous and crazy.
Oh, Bishop, Alana was telling me you were acting strange earlier. Said you seemed a little mixed up. If you'll just step over here and lay down, I'll run a full body scan, just to be sure.
Well, don't be afraid, Bishop. It's perfectly harmless.
This will just take a few seconds.
Don't be such a wuss. How is that even possible?
I'm not entirely sure. Bishop, you have more simultaneous synapses firing than what should be possible. It's as if there are two of you, housed within the same brain.
No, it can't be. You weren't telling the... No.
It would seem to fit, would it not? If he is from another dimension, inhabiting this body, then his brain scan theoretically makes sense. Whatever this is, I'd certainly like to run some more scans from our base in BC. Maybe after your induction ceremony. Now, we've got a lot more cleaning to do around here.
Oh, you mean you do? I will return to my command VR, if there's nothing else you need, Bishop. Yes, it is a fantastic VR game. Puts you right into the head of many famous military commanders.
It's a distasteful and disrespectful game, especially in these times. It is also only played by a small number of people.
Well, you should join me. We could meet up, start from the same camp, maybe ally.
I will make you a deal. I will stop bothering you with talk of old movies if you stop talking about that insidious throwback to times past.
Excellent. I will give you my information later, once we are off shift. A good day, Bishop. It was really nice meeting you.
So, Bishop, I was just playing a game with my brother, but he had to go and take care of something. Do you need anything else from me? I'd be happy to chat, at least until my brother gets back.
All right, B. I've unlocked my sanctum. Cockpit. Come by and say hi.
Pond 64? Who knows? He refuses to come to the party we're throwing for you and Rook 13. Says he won't go if Rook 13 is there. What's that about? And who turns down a chance to party? Really? Well, if you don't mind, yeah, that would be great. I'm sure he'll listen to you. I'm a minor systems technician. You ever want to change the in-flight movie or have complaints about the coffee, you come to me. Good. Hey, so Bishop, have you got any plans for the holidays? My brother and parents are right now, as we speak, spread out on a beach in Barbados. We'll be headed down that way after your induction ceremony and the party. Nothing but sand, sun, good food, and dry drinks. Yeah, we're dropping the twins off in Ireland first, then on to BC to meet with the Queen and have you officially sworn in. Well, you'll be meeting with the Queen. I've never met her, but I'm told she's nice. I'm sorry, Bishop. I've got to get back to my game. My brother's back and we don't have much time to finish this level. We'll talk later, I promise.
Good afternoon, Bishop. I'm sorry you had to hear all that. Rook 25's just been acting a little, well, a little more strict lately. And Pawn 4 here just thinks he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Doesn't understand why she can't be nice to him.
She's been acting like a real bitch. Apparently she has been like this since Bishop 8 left.
Good. That's a relief then. Some other bishops have reputations for sticking their noses into pawn business. They just don't seem to understand. We report to the rooks and bishops both report to the knight, and the knight to the queen and king. Other than babysit pawns 4 and 7, on a regular day, my job consists of mostly mission pod maintenance and repairs. We're currently running on a skeleton crew, however, and so I tend to handle quite a bit more. If I didn't know better, I'd call that a pickup line. Well, I'd kindly tell you, as I've done the last dozen officers to try, that I don't date within the Consortium. Of course, there's also the small detail of me being married. I'm sorry, Bishop, but I've got some work in upper avionics to take care of. Wade mentioned something about environmental monitors acting funny, and he wants me to check it out.
Oh, hello, Bishop. I don't really have the time to talk right now. Yeah, well, he doesn't understand. It's not something I can explain to you either. I'm sorry, not yet, anyway. I want to believe that, I do. I just need to know if I can trust you or not first. So, until you prove yourself, please forget about it. It's not your problem anyway, so don't worry. All right, I know you're doing this for Pawn 424, so I'll give in. He's a good man, whatever's going on, I know for sure he's not involved. Tell him I'll go to the damn party, if it'll make him happy. Now, I really must get back to work.
Good to see you again, Bishop.
Hello. Hi.
I'm a little busy right now.
He's still just a little sore over Bishop 8 leaving us. Like a big baby.
It's not funny, sir. You deserve better, much better. Bishop, I simply don't think you're right for this post. Uh-huh. Well, I've also personally spoken to some of your previous commanders, and they all tell me that you were... and... What was that? What vessel, and why was your voice all... Wait a minute. That was the king's voice. Holy hell, that was such a good impression.
Pretty incredible, Six. Can you do anyone else?
Oh, okay, no problem. Good, in fact. I've got work to do.
I'm sorry about him. Don't let it bother you. He's been rather attached to Bishop 8 since 8 saved his life the 4th or 5th time. You could say that. He was well liked by most of the crew, but between you and I, it was his time to move on. His incredible luck was running out.
Hey, hi. How are you? Oh my gosh. You're Bishop 6! Oh, it's amazing to meet you. Did you know that the old Bishop 6 left the Consortium early 2040? Yep, he just up and left. He's a stay-at-home dad now. Go figure. He lives in Florida with his wife and his 2 kids. Beautiful family. Beautiful, beautiful family. Love them. Yep, Pawn 12, David Benedict, at your service. Well, not literally at your service, unless you want me to be, because I could be at your service, although, you know, nothing that goes over the line. But, you want me to get you some coffee? Sure, why not? Done!
Whoa, 12. Wait just 1 second. Did the bishop here just ask you to get him coffee?
Oh, well, yeah, he did. But I don't mind. I don't mind, really. I don't.
I don't care if you think it's the greatest job in the world to wipe his ass. Sit down now.
Seriously, 6. Try to remember that my pawns are not your personal servants.
You'll see most of us doing it. It's thanks to the MUVI implant, and is how we interface with our own HUD and can remotely interact with numerous systems. You don't have the same sort of access with yours, but you do use your hands, likely without even knowing it, when you open and close your inventory.
No time to waste. We can talk more later. Maybe after Angelov stops beating his chest and goes home.
Hello there, handsome.
Yeah. Okay, Mum. Look, we need to say goodbye now. No. Don't tell me to shut my mouth. It's not nice. No, Mum, you need to rest. Yes, rest is good. We'll talk later tonight when you're feeling better. Yeah. Goodbye, Mum. Sorry about that, V. Welcome to the nerve centre of everything Zenlial. You see all those buttons and switches all over the place? I actually know what they do, every one of them. How's that for impressive? Well, all right then. G'day, B.
Hey again, Bishop. Any luck convincing Mackay or, Pawn 64? That's just wonderful! Absolutely wonderful! Thank you! You won't regret it. It really wouldn't be the same without him, despite how he's acting now. Believe it or not, he really is a lot of fun to party with. Anyway, I'll let you get back to it. We've only got a little longer to play, and we want to beat this damn part we're stuck on. My brother can't get the president of Mongolia to relinquish their nukes. It's like 2034 all over again!
Oh, hey. I know you probably want to get to know me and all that crap, but Rook 25 has just stuck me with many of Pawn 7's duties. I am a little busy. Oh, you do you? The Bishop wants to talk. Okay, Bishop. I can give you a second. What would you like to talk about? She's a bitch. I didn't make this clear enough before. Any more questions? How the hell should I know? I got here just before Bishop 8 left the ship. I barely even saw them together. Alright, I got to get back to work. Bishop.
Welcome to the introductory Consortium Bishop training scenario. I'm Rook 25, and I'll be your guide for today. Your personal containment unit can store matter in energy form and has built-in healing and repairing functions. It is also capable of transforming small, solid matter objects directly into utility energy. You see the floating pieces of junk around the platform. Use your TCU to convert them directly into utility energy. That mean-looking robot is about to shoot you. That looked like it hurt. Use utility energy to power your electric nanites. Either select the number slot on your HUD to auto-generate over time, or the battery utility suit and assault helmet represent your basic combat protection gear. Damage gear, either select the numbered slot on your HUD to auto-repair your armor over time, or select individual armor pieces to repair from your inventory. The Consortium Energy Assault Rifle, or SEER, is your best non-lethal combat solution. Using its primary firing mode, the SEER projects a multi-target sonic pulse that can knock down nearly any unshielded enemy. Now incapacitate these virtual bad guys before they hurt the hostages. After bringing your enemies down, get up close and stick them with nanites to incapacitate them indefinitely. Notice that you can inject multiple targets simultaneously. The Kinetic Assault Rifle, or CAR, the ultimate combat weapon. And unlike the SEER, it does not need utility energy to function and instead requires physical Nice work, Bishop. The Kinetic Assault Rifle, or CAR, comes equipped with lethal rounds capable of tearing bad guy shields to shreds. It is also equipped with Consortium-issue non-lethal shot grenades that can fire just about any type of grenade on the market. Now, use the car to either kill or incapacitate these virtual bad guys. And that's it. You're done. Good luck out there.
Hey guys, I think I've got something here. I've been keeping a line open on our 2 fighter escorts outside, hoping they'd break the silence and speak to Angelov. Well, one of them just did. And, well, you gotta hear this for yourselves. Tell me if you want me to patch the recording through your CMC.
Hell, Wade, lock down that cabin immediately.
Way ahead of you, boss.
Is that Pawn 7? But I was just with him 2 minutes ago. What happened?
Rook 13, will you please quietly get up there? And don't tell Pawn 24 anything. We need to contain this before the whole ship finds out.
Yes, sir. On my way.
And I'm sorry, Six, but I need you there. At least until Rook 13 can take a look. Good. Just until Rook 13 can determine it was an accident. I'm not about to believe someone committed murder on my ship.
Okay, Wade. Let me in. My God. I just let him go on his lunch break. He was complaining about having skipped breakfast. I was only trying to be nice for once.
Alana, you have nothing to blame yourself for. If there is someone to blame for this, then I trust he or she will come forward on their own.
Wade, I am here.
I just can't believe he's dead. I've been such a bitch to him lately.
You are more often than not a bitch to everyone, not only Pawn 7.
It's okay, Bishop. Kieran is only saying what he thinks is the right thing to say. He's only trying to make me feel better.
It looks as though someone threw his head against the locker panel, with enough force to nearly cave in his skull. This was absolutely no accident.
Thank you, Kieran. You are not going to like this, but I want you all to exit the room immediately. Nobody gets in or out, not until we reach Ireland.
Are you kidding me? At least let us move him to the med containment unit. Here, Kieran, help me put him on the bed.
My book.
What was that, Kieran? Your book? Mind explaining what your book was doing under the dead body of one of my pawns?
I cannot explain that to you because I do not know. I noticed it was missing from the med bay this morning. I simply assumed someone had borrowed it. I was apparently correct. It is plausible.
But also highly unlikely. Remember where you two are. This is not some corrupt military. Now, Alana, I hear your concern, but we can't risk someone seeing you move his body to the med bay. I'm sorry, but forget about the containment unit for now. All of you, listen to me very carefully. This stays between us. I swear that we'll get to the truth when we land in Ireland and we can question everyone individually.
I really don't think waiting is a good idea. Someone on board this plane just killed one of my people and I want to know who. If only so I can personally string him up and throw him in a brig. Two against one. All right, I'll be quiet.
Good. And thank you, Six. Now, if you don't mind, get your asses out of that room.
Yes, sir.
This is so bloody insane. A murder on a C-3800. It can't be real.
I'm going back in the call.
Initiating emergency protocol 2.
Well, as you can probably see, Angela's two
Sorry,
fighters are just multiplied
Access
into
to the
2
command
dozen.
interface will not be granted
Still doesn't
unless
like your
absolutely
game.
necessary.
May I?
Six and Kieran.
Whatever bishop we have
Now
aboard
is your
not
chance to meet the
concern.
great Bulgarian
Let us stick
nuisance.
to you telling me the
He's
point
on the
of this
holocom now,
encounter.
and he's
If you
acting...
wish me to let you through my
you'll have to come see
airspace,
for
you will
yourself.
show me Bishop 6.
Your airspace? And here he is now. You see? I'm not trying to play any games here. I'm only trying to prevent this from turning ugly. Again.
Good. Good. This is very good. And how is Bishop 6? You are feeling strong, I hope. Ready for your first day? Oh, you are funny. I think I'm going to like you.
Enough posturing. Either tell me what you want or get out of our way.
You have no idea what is happening here. Poor little girl. Your king must be blind.
Did we not just go through this song and dance a month ago? And did your daddy not give you a good spanking for it?
My father will not be coming to your rescue this time, Knight.
Come now, Kirill. It's Christmas. How about you let us pass and we'll get into this another time? I promise. How does next Tuesday look for you?
Listen very carefully. You will land and surrender your warship immediately.
Yes.
If you do not, I will blow you out of the sky.
You've got to be kidding me. Give me a minute to confer with my people.
Clearly you do not understand. Comply now, or I will take Zenlil from you by force.
A minute, Kirill. That is not a request. 1. Will you please inform local authorities of our location and to expect possible plane debris to follow?
I'm already on it, sir.
Can you see now why I've called you all here?
Oh, yes. He's probably just blowing smoke. But there's an edge to him I've not seen before. I mean, he's usually hopped up on himself, but never has he outright threatened to kill us.
It's no doubt his attempt at revenge for what Bishop 8 did.
He appears to be rather unintelligent as well. Or is this an illusion?
The subject of his intelligence is one of constant debate around here.
Well, I think he's not only stupid, but also irrational and hot-headed. A nasty combination for someone in his position of power.
It's very deceiving, though. The use of old planes to stay under the radar. His bravado. The love his men have for him. I think it's a very intelligent role he plays to feed his all-encompassing ego and get what he wants.
You give him far too much credit. Thank you, Bishop. The K does have a point, though. All we can do is wait and see what he does next.
Now, let's see if I can't deflate his bloated ego a little. Put him back on.
Angelov is no longer transmitting.
Wait a second. Sorry, boss, we got company. Looks like well, it's a bloody baldy carrier. It's only a few hundred meters behind us.
How did it get so close?
I can't explain it. It just came out of nowhere. It's also emitting some kind of scrambler signal. I can't get a look. What the hell is... I've detected 2 new incoming F-35s. One's a few kilometers behind the other. There's a gathering energy source of some kind coming from the lead fighter. He's 7 kilometers off the port side now, and he's closing fast. 5 kilometers. I can just bypass the carrier signal to regain targeting control.
You better make it quick.
Almost got it. 3 kilometers. Habitat 5124 incident. I think this is the same delivery system Stormbird reported.
Wade?
She'll hold up, boss. We may have ourselves a problem.
Auxiliary fuel reserve online. Secondary turbine engaged.
Where's the second fighter, Wade? Talk to me!
I can't see a bloody thing, boss. Not a bloody thing.
Guys, you may want to... Oh, shite! Get down!
Is everyone all right back here?
We've got 2 down in a room riddled with bullet holes. What the hell just happened?
I haven't got an answer, Terry. I'm sorry. No bullet in existence can penetrate Tendler's plating. It just doesn't make any sense.
Just relax, Wade. We need you focused. Now, tell me about your girl. How badly is she hurt?
Yes, sir. It looks like she's broken a bloody back. We've got major ship-wide failures. Our weapons, primary engines, cargo containment unit. They're all out.
Okay, Wade. I want our primaries back online, and I'd also like to be able to shoot at the bad guys. Sorry, Six, but mission ops is locked
15
down
to 20
during
minutes for
hostile
manual
encounters.
weapons.
Just do the best you can, you understand, and do it fast.
Yes,
All 32, please report to lower avionics.
6, be prepared to aid Rook 9 in defending this ship. All right. Let's hear what he has to say for himself.
Now are you prepared to surrender, little girl?
Drop the ridiculous act, for God's sake. This is not like you, Kate. You've just shot up 2 of my people with that little stunt. And if you think, even for a second, that you're going to get away with that, you have another thing coming.
Tell me something. How does the cold hand of death feel as it takes its grip around your throat?
I think I can stall him for a little bit, but we need a better plan than this.
Have you completely lost your mind? If you destroy this vessel, you will only bring the full might of the Consortium down on you.
I'd say it's pretty simple. We stall long enough to fix our guns, and then we flip his arse back to mercenary oblivion.
Kirill's temper will never give us enough time.
I have grown to enjoy your company. You are as a little sister.
Let him use the boarding carrier.
Bishop 8 was once an
Excuse me.
brother.
Say that again, Kieran.
You
let him use the carrier.
Some incredibly
when he
powerful
boards,
enemies.
we simply separate the head from the snake.
And when only his men board us instead.
More than that.
Kieran has a point.
You claim to be a
If
politically
we
driven
pretend to
mercenary
surrender,
whose worst crime
Kirill might
before
just
today
fall for
was
it.
raiding some
And I'd
cargo
bet my
flights and
life on
kidnapping
him
a
boarding
low-level
himself.
politician or 2.
Egomaniac
You
that he
are
is.
small time, Angelov. All of this madness today is far beyond your threat level.
Threat level. You Consortium scum know nothing about the world. With your threat levels and childish chess-based hierarchy.
I appreciate the vote, but the K is right. There's no time to waste. Not with his itchy trigger finger.
Right, so we let him think he's
Make a
won,
mistake.
and the rest should fall
Like
into
when you got
place.
hijacked running, what was it? 5 tons of black market ex-gon materials from Lebanon to Baghdad? Those murderous Syrian and Iraqi mercenary groups chasing you, they sure didn't like you being in their airspace, did they? Hey now, that sort of sounds familiar, doesn't it?
I will only put up with so much disrespect, Knight.
I'm sorry, Kirill. Really. But you do have me in an extremely difficult position here.
And so we come full circle. To the point. You will inform your Rook 9 that he is to land Zenlil at the coordinates I have already given him. Run along now and do what you are told.
But we don't have enough fuel to reach the coordinates you have given us. Your EMP killed our primaries, and I'm assuming that you will never let a refueling ship anywhere near us. If you'll only listen to me for 2 minutes, I think I have a solution.
Do your crew a favor and stop speaking. Let the men talk. Bishop 6, may I speak to you for a moment? Just a little chat before your knight forces me to shoot you down. A bishop with some kick. Very nice. I'm sure Alana is just clawing at your belt buckle by now. Is she not?
Keep it up, Angelov. I'm gonna stomp that grin into the back of your head.
Angelov, let's you and I focus on...
This is no negotiation. And did I not just tell you to stop speaking? So, Bishop, all of this excitement on your first day, you must be feeling a little overwhelmed.
Keep him talking, Six, and don't make him angry.
You want me to cut to the chase? How about you tell your people about Pawn 7's untimely demise, hmm? It's not very Consortium of you to lie to them, is it?
You son of a bitch!
What did he just say?
What did you just say?
So you've not told your pawns. Why don't you have someone take a look inside what was once Bishop 8's cabin? Do not look to her for permission. Look at me.
It's okay, 19.
Well, I can go look myself. It'll only take a minute.
You will not leave this room. You will call another pawn to look, now, and put them on the loudspeaker.
Patricia, come in, please.
Is that you, 19? Why are you calling me Patricia?
We have a bit of a situation up here. Please don't ask me any questions. Can you just do me a huge favor and go look inside Bishop 8's old cabin? Get back to me on this line ASAP and don't come to Mission Ops, not.
Sure, of course. Give me just a few minutes.
Wade, go ahead and unlock the cabin for her.
It's done.
All right, Carol. Now that you've stirred up even more trouble, let's get to it, shall we? What can we do to make you go away?
Go away? But we were just getting started.
Are you kidding me?
Not yet, Bishop. Soon I will give you that chance, but not yet. Cameras, Bishop. Those who hired me have managed to install spy cameras and sound equipment within your vessel. I can see into every room.
Tell me he's making that up.
He is absolutely lying, boss. It is impossible.
You are smarter than you look. We both know it would be impossible to install such equipment on that vessel. Yet, instead of simply denying it, you played along. Interesting tactic, but it does not answer how I know about the dead pawn, does it?
Keep it up, 6. You're doing great.
Pawn 19. Come in.
I'm here. Did you find anything?
There's blood everywhere. His head is...
I get out already. He is dead. Pawn 7 is dead. My God, you people are like children.
That is really not necessary.
I will decide what is necessary. Now, Bishop, you impressed me before when you called my bluff. Impress me again and tell me. If not cameras, then how do I really know about Pawn 7? Close. Very close. Not my spies. And you should focus on who the spies are. Maybe it's Rook 13, the unusual new doctor who came aboard only a month ago. Or Pawn 4, the asinine Norwegian who worked with the dead Pawn. Or maybe Alana. My intelligence tells me that her and Pawn 7 have been less than friendly lately.
Alana, save your breath. And 6, play along. See where this goes.
Out of respect for your crew, I enjoy their company, and while I have no choice but to kill you, I choose to let them live. Once you are dead, I hope your people can discover this traitor and move on. Traitors make me sick. You believe me then? Tell that to your knight here. She believes everything from my mouth is a lie.
Enough! I have reached my limit, Angelov. I won't let you poison my crew any longer with your sputtering nonsense. You have a decision to make. You can destroy us, you can board us and try your hand against our bishop, or you can bloody well listen to what I have to say. What's it going to be?
I was hoping I could make you this angry. Something about English women with authority in their voice. It makes me tingle all over.
Make your decision!
I am in a good mood. The bishop here has certainly amused me enough. Let me hear your proposal.
Let us evacuate onto a mission pod. We'll happily leave the area and hand Zenwell over to you. What do you say?
Under one condition. The bishop must stay on board and surrender to me. We have much to discuss, he and I.
Are you serious? I am not about to hand you my bishop on a bloody platter.
I could just tell my men to open fire on you right now. What do you say, Bishop? Will you surrender peacefully to me? Just be disarmed and ready to move when I tell you to. So it seems, little knight, that we have ourselves a deal. I will give you 5 minutes to do as I say and evacuate all but the bishop. 5 minutes, and I want you off that ship.
Wade, will you please prepare Mission Pod 1? Set it for autopilot towards Island, and we'll pick it up when we're done here.
No problem, boss. Already standing by.
Go ahead and load it with enough junk from the cargo containment unit to simulate our combined weight.
That's a nice touch, sir. Very nice.
It is, meaning it cannot properly convert energy into functioning matter. This does not mean it cannot produce scrap metal. The only way they can tell if someone is aboard the mission pod is based on its weight. If they know its original weight, at least, which they probably do not.
Tell me lockdown systems are up and running?
They are.
Good. Let's get everyone in here then.
All personnel report immediately.
Show the bishop what we've got for him.
Yes, sir. We do have ourselves an emergency weapons locker. In there, you'll find a couple weapons to choose from.
You better hurry this up. They're positioning that carrier just behind our tail.
Damn, he's impatient. Okay, launch Mission Pod 1 now.
Mission Pod 1 is away, and it looks like 2 of them are following it. That sound, ladies and gentlemen, is the sound of a boarding carrier tearing a hole through our hull.
It's showtime. Just remember, Six, disarm and surrender to his men. When Kirill comes aboard to gloat, that is when you arm up and take him out.
There he is. Surround him, but hold your fire. Kirill wants him alive. Sir, we have the bishop, and he appears to be surrendering.
Excellent. Hold your position. I'm on my way. If he so much as sneezes in your direction, you know what to do.
Yes, sir. Don't do it, Bishop. Don't push me. You heard what Angelov said, and I'm not afraid of you. Kirill Angelov is a great leader capable of returning Bulgaria to its former glory. His father may have fallen for Consortium charms like the rest of the world. All of you puny ants falling into place for the New World Order. I have served under Angelov's guidance since our resource wars, and you would be smart not to anger him. He is far more intelligent than he appears. Don't you dare patronize me, scumdog. I know you think of me as a fly, and that you're waiting for the right time to strike me down. You bishops are all the same. Nothing but vicious, power-hungry dogs. I am running out of insults for you. Would you prefer physical violence? Perhaps that would shut you up!
Bishop. You are walking a very thin line right now.
I am on board. Bring the bishop to me immediately.
Yes, sir. We are coming. Good boy.
There he is. Isn't this wonderful?
We should not waste any more time, Kirill. Let us finish this before it's too late.
In due time, my little underling. We have plenty of time. Now that we are, well, mostly alone, I wanted to speak with you, man to man. This whole ordeal has made me very curious about you. Cocky right to the end. If we had only met under different circumstances, I think we could have perhaps been friends. Oh well, in another life, maybe we'll get that chance. Kill the bastard! Kill him now!
Show the bishop what we've got for him.
Yes, sir. We do have ourselves an emergency weapons locker. In there, you'll find a couple weapons to choose from.
You better hurry this up. They're positioning that carrier just behind our tail.
Damn, he's impatient. Okay, launch mission pod 1 now.
Mission pod 1 is away, and it looks like 2 of them are following it. That sound, ladies and gentlemen, is the sound of a boarding carrier tearing a hole through our hull.
It's showtime. Just remember, Six, disarm and surrender to his men. When Kirill comes aboard to gloat, that is when you arm up and take him out.
Disarm yourself immediately. That is better. Now do not move. Sir, we have the bishop and he appears to be surrendering.
Excellent. Hold your position. I'm on my way. If he so much as sneezes in your direction, you know what to do.
Yes, sir. Don't do it, Bishop. Don't push me. You heard what Angelov said, and I'm not afraid of you. Very, very funny. One more word, Bishop. Come on. Give me an excuse. Kirill Angelov is a great leader capable of returning Bulgaria to its former glory. His father may have fallen for Consortium charms like the rest of the world. All of you puny ants falling into place for the New World Order. I have served under his guidance since the resource wars, and you would be smart not to anger him. He is far more intelligent than he appears. Nothing left to say. Smart thinking.
I am on board. Bring the bishop to me immediately.
Yes, sir. We are coming. Good boy.
Now. There he is. Isn't this wonderful?
We should not waste any more time, Kirill. Let us finish this before it's too late.
In due time, my little underling. We have plenty of time. Now that we are, well, mostly alone, I wanted to speak with you, man to man. This whole ordeal has made me very curious about you. Go on. Who are you then?
Just take out your damn rifle and end this now.
Wait! Try and lead him into the brig. I have an idea.
Oh, I understand. You do not wish to take me seriously. You think you can make a joke of me in front of my men. So, kill the bastard. Kill him now.
Show the bishop what we've got for him.
Yes, sir. We do have ourselves an emergency weapons locker. In there, you'll find a couple weapons to choose from.
You better hurry this up. They're positioning that carrier just behind our tail.
Damn, he's impatient. Okay, launch mission pod 1 now.
Mission pod 1 is away, and it looks like 2 of them are following it. That sound, ladies and gentlemen, it's the sound of a water carrier tearing a hole through our hull.
It's showtime. Just remember, Six, disarm and surrender to his men. When Kirill comes aboard to gloat, that is when you arm up and take him out.
Disarm yourself immediately. That is better. Now do not move. Sir, we have the bishop and he appears to be surrendering.
Excellent. Hold your position. I'm on my way. If he so much as sneezes in your direction, you know what to do.
Yes, sir.
I am on board. Bring the bishop to me immediately.
Yes, sir. We are coming. Good boy.
Now. There he is. Isn't this wonderful?
We should not waste any more time, Kirill. Let us finish this before it's too late.
In due time, my little underling. We have plenty of time. Now that we are, well, mostly alone, I wanted to speak with you, man to man. This whole ordeal has made me very curious about you. Go on. Who are you then?
Just take out your damn rifle and end this now.
Wait! Try and lead him into the brig. I have an idea.
Interesting. Perhaps you will be more willing to speak with me in private.
Excellent work. Get him alone and you'll have your chance.
Follow me, then. The rest of you, stay where you are. So, out with it then. What is the mystery behind this day? Who are you really, and who wants you dead.
Okay, Wade. Gas the whole brig. Now!
How are you doing this? You can't stop.
Bishop, good job capturing Kieran. He'll have some questions to answer when he wakes up.
Put Kirill down. The rest look about ready to crap themselves.
Release the Atmo shielding and let them return to the boarding carrier. We've got what we wanted. Thank you, Wade. And don't worry, Six. It's only a little high-end smoky gas. You'll wake up in the brig with nothing more than a headache.
Please, don't kill me.
I need you to come back to mission operations. Right away.
People, I think we've only got a minute or two before our friends out there start playing not so nice.
And our weapons?
We're good to go on this end, boss. Let's see what the Bishop can do.
Before he heads for the guns, I've got... Here. Can you patch me into the F-35s?
No problem. You're on.
Pilots are threatening homeless mercenaries. I am Knight 15, commanding officer of the Consortium vessel, Zenlil. Seize control of this vessel. Your leader has been captured by our bishop. In exchange for lenient jail time, Angelov is telling us your names, where your family members live, anything we want to know. If you do not wish to have an enemy in the Consortium for the rest of your lives, disengage immediately.
That should do it.
Wade, do me a favor and fire a couple of shots across a few of their bows. Give them a little scare.
You've got it. A few already taken off, boss. And listen to this.
There's no hope here. Angelov has betrayed us. They're not disabled and they're too powerful. We must retreat.
The rest not running off for home and beginning attack patterns. It looks like we've got ourselves a good old-fashioned dogfight. Bishop, I need your other guns right away.
You can access the manual weapons system through the command interface inside mission operations.
All right, so this is Zen's manual weapons control interface. Now let's get this thing done. Quick crash course before I let you at it. Your left control can lock and release non-lethal EMP tip missiles. Aim the cursor, then press and hold to lock onto a target. Once a lock's been made, the missile will fire on its own and harmlessly swat your target from the sky. Your right control is Zen's point defense laser. It's most useful for destroying incoming missiles. That bad boy can also obliterate fighters in an instant, killing the pilot. So try not to take it there unless absolutely necessary.
I really don't think we'll be hearing from them anytime soon.
Nice work, Six. I've rarely seen such efficiency on our weapons.
Hey, I heard that.
You are a physical extension of Zenlil, Wade, and so you don't really fall into the same category as Six here.
I don't even consider Wade human.
Thanks, guys. Thanks a lot. And bloody hell, B. Not even Bishop A could have done that without taking a single hit.
And our newbie bishop here managed to do it on his first day.
And Six, now that everyone knows, I want you to start an internal investigation into the murder of Pawn 7. Just ask around a little, but don't push too hard. I'll be in Global Ops with my head in my own work.
So I hear Night 15 wants you asking around about Matt's so-called murder. Are you here to grill me? What? Don't be ridiculous. That's barely worth responding to. I suppose you think I also sabotaged Zenlil? I'm sorry. I guess I'm just a little worked up. Not every day is like this, I can promise you that. Well, yeah, isn't that pretty much a given? I've been here the whole time, ever since I saw you by your cabin earlier. Pawn 7 was apparently killed after that. So it's a witch hunt you're after. You won't catch me playing that game. I really liked Matthew, and whoever did this will face legal justice once we reach Ireland. Have you got a second?
Of course, Kendra. Come in.
Look, Bishop, you've been a bit of a pain since we met. It's been a rough day. How about we just chalk it up to nerves and move past it? Sound good? Thanks. Maybe there's some hope for you after all. Not one for goodbyes, are you?
Bishop.
Yes, sir. All right, 11, you heard the lady. Let's double our efforts.
Must you always be
so cheerful?
Well, yeah, of course I must. Someone around here needs to keep morale up. I will let
We've almost got them all. Just take it easy.
I don't know, this machine, it sort of makes me nervous. Oh, and hey, Bishop.
Everything, it seems, makes you nervous.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying you think I killed Pawn 7? Because I didn't have anything to do with that. I was in mission ops the whole time. Ask anyone, really, anyone at all.
Maybe we should sedate him.
No, Kieran. Bad Kieran. Just take it easy, okay? Nobody is accusing anyone of anything.
I'm sorry, Well, it doesn't matter. So, Bishop, thanks for coming to see me. I'm just, getting these huge fragments taken out of me. The doc here says those experimental bullets should have blown me to bits. It didn't hurt at all. Nope, not one bit. Not at all. Nope, no siree, no. Have you ever been shot before, Bishop? I'll bet you have. Funny and air-cooled. Wow, I sure looked out joining this crew. You're all so nice. And all I had to do was survive Bishop 8 for a few months.
Is there something wrong with your vocal cords? They seem to vibrate far too often, and at an incredible rate.
I was going to tell him to stop drooling on the bishop, but yours is better.
Haha, real funny, guys. Thanks a lot. So, Doc, are we done here? I'd like to head back to mission ops, see if Rook 9 or Pawn 19 need my help.
Stop calling me Doc. The remaining bullet fragments have been removed, and the nanites forcibly flushed from your system, as requested. So yes, Pawn 12, we are done here. Can you please tell Pawn 1 that we are ready for him?
Yep, sure, of course. Hey, Gary, looks like you're up. It doesn't hurt. Really, it doesn't. I didn't feel a thing, and I was expecting to feel so much pain.
Be quiet, 12. Please.
Sorry.
Not now.
Well, if you want to come talk, Bishop, come see me in mission ops. About, whatever.
Hey, number 1.
Make it so, number 1.
You have the bridge, number 1.
Please, guys. Yeah, for the 10th time, I get it. Just like Riker. Ha ha. My head is killing me, and I'm grumpy as hell. Can we just get this over with so I can go lay down?
Sorry, you're right.
Lay down here and try to relax.
If you find cancer or something, I don't want to know about it. How long is this going to take?
Almost there. Just let it work.
And hey, Bishop. Thanks for saving my life.
Touching, cowboy. Touching.
What is that supposed to mean?
Alan Rickman.
Who?
Never mind.
Okay, there we go. All done.
My head still feels like it's splitting in half.
That is to be expected, considering your injuries. I will inform Rook 25 that you will be taking the afternoon off.
Thanks. Oh, and Bishop, you'll have to speak with me tomorrow if you want to ask about Pawn 7. I really need to lay down.
Take care of yourself, Gary.
Yeah, I'll try.
Oh, no. No way, Bishop. I don't want to hear any more about where you're really from or how your brain is a freak show. I really don't need this.
I apologize for her attitude, Bishop. She is having a hard time processing what happened earlier, with what you told us, and the brain scan. The only logical options in my head are to either believe what you've told us, or believe that you've found a way to manipulate the equipment read from the brain scan. As a joke, perhaps. Yes, I can understand that. Perhaps trust will come in time. I am curious about one thing, Bishop. If there are other versions of you in our world, other players like yourself, does each of you play along a different timeline? A different instance of this dimension? So there are variations of this world where Zenlil has been destroyed, where you have died and this well-funded enemy of yours has won. And of course, you only need to load and try again. It's truly fascinating, right? And so we are clear. You can tell your people I will remain quiet about what I know. If you wish to tell others in this world, that is your choice. You may want to keep in mind that even with the brain scan as proof, nobody else will believe you. Take care, Otherworlder. And try to keep an eye on your back. It is likely about to be stabbed.
Come on, I appreciate you saving my life and all, but give me a break. I did not kill Pawn 7. What else do you want? Mission ops, where I always am. Any number of the others can vouch for that. All right, it's been great. Wake me up when we hit BC.
Thanks for stopping Angelov in those mercs. He was pretty hairy there for a minute.
Puta, damn you! Oh, hello, Bishop. Come back to ask me out again, have you? I am only joking. Relax. I must say, though, I am glad to see you're still with us after everything earlier. Someone sure has your number, don't they?
Sorry, Bishop. I know you're busy, but I would appreciate it if you'd stop by Global Ops for just a few minutes.
What he's done?
The Queen would like to speak with you. There's no immediate rush. Whenever you're able.
I think everyone knows you were the target. You can thank Power 19 for that. But you can never trust what Angelov says. Ever. You really think so? I mean, I've thought about it. I guess every pawn has. Perhaps I could be a weapons and combat specialist, like Rook 25. Yeah? Well, hey, thank you. Yes, I know. I understand. The only time I've left this room was when I went to upper avionics for a few minutes. I went through the 3rd level, access from Global Ops, nowhere near the cabins. Some would say wasting their time. But these past few days, they've been attempting to upgrade the cargo containment unit. Rook 25 is not only trying to increase max capacity, but also thinks she can remotely connect every C3800 CCU to form a network of transferable equipment. I know, she's crazy. I told her this. They fought more than they worked, but it was never serious. I think they challenged each other. He used to tell me all the time how he enjoyed working with her. I know what you're thinking, Bishop, but no. I mean, it is ridiculous. She may have wanted to at times, but Rook 25 did not kill Pawn 7. Well, we all know Pawn 4 doesn't like her at all, but I think she is an excellent boss. She is honest and does not take crap from anybody. I respect that immensely.
Pawn 32, come here for a second. And Bishop, you can flirt with her later.
Just give me 2 minutes.
Leave that stupid thing. It'll still be broken when you get back.
If you'll excuse me, work is never complete for a lady with these assets. I'm coming.
If you're here to question my people, wait for them to finish. If you're here to question me, do it later. So, next on the Let's Give Thanks to Kieran Angelov repair list is to manually reboot and diagnose the atmospheric shielding. Wade says he's prepped it for a diaper change, and I hope you're up for the job.
I have a 1-year-old niece, remember? I think I can handle it.
Good. And don't let the Bishop or anyone else distract you. I don't care what they want.
No problem.
It doesn't really matter, does it? Hold first, then you can chit-chat until hell freezes over.
Pas de problème. Hold first, chit-chat later.
And Bishop, we could really use some help around here with all of these repairs. Let me know when you have a minute. So, are you here to help or just wandering aimlessly? That's about right. It shouldn't take long. What do you say? Good. We can use the help. Go ahead and access the chip locker over there, by the brig. I've unlocked it for you, and you're going to need a stack of fresh data chips. And you too. I want this one. Since you skillfully smashed those F-35s all over Bulgaria, the damage to Zenlil is minimal, and you won't need too many chips. Grab a bunch, then head up to Upper Avionics and the Upper Crawl. If you need more, you can always come back. Okay.
Wait a second. You were just nice to me. Somebody called the record books. Rook 25 said something nice.
Oh, I take it back, all right? Just shut up and finish that so I can give you something else boring and tedious to do.
And so we return to normality. The dream fading swiftly into oblivion. Oh, no. Oh, not a chance. You get the hell away from me. Stop it. Go away. What don't you understand? Pawn 7 is dead because of you, and I don't want to be next. Oh, for Christ's sake, what? I had nothing to do with Matthew's death, if that's what you're still pestering me about. Well, I really wanted the Blue Jays to win the World Series again. But that never happened, did it? And now they're gone. So, that's life. You like baseball? Well, you used to like it. The only baseball we'll ever see again is from Japan. Rest in peace, MLB. I highly doubt that. But at least now we have one thing in common. We both enjoy a dead sport. I truly hope you're satisfied because I'm done talking. I don't use the P word that often, but will you please leave me alone now? Farewell, my lovely. I wonder what it was like for authors in 1940. Farewell, my lovely. You should pick it up sometime. You know, when you're not investigating this murder. You don't know what you're doing, do you?
Sorry, nope, I can't talk. I need to concentrate.
So, while you're doing that, why don't you ask me about Pawn 7? The K told you to question everyone. I can tell you that if I didn't let him break for lunch, he'd still be alive right now. I can also tell you that once I find them, whoever is responsible will never see daylight again. Pawn 7 was a good kid. A bit of a pain in the arse sometimes, but most of these kids are. Other than whoever killed him, yes, I am. I told you before that I was working with him in the lower crawl. He was gone less than half an hour before the alarms went off. Needless to say, it's eating me up a little. Don't patronize me, Bishop. And I... No, I'm not directly to blame. I'm not a half-wit. Just let me feel how I want to feel, or stay out of my way. You're right. Of course you're right. So what I can't figure out is why did Seven go to Bishop 8's cabin in the first place? I guess he could have decided to eat his lunch in there, but there was no evidence of food. Nothing. Just his body and that book. I have no idea. I was locked in the crawl, remember? I only came out after it had already happened. I saw nobody else. The Ancestors' Endless Drink. It's a Guardian Church-produced collection of pleasant stories. It's propaganda aimed to make them seem like their headway meetings actually heal people. I mean, hey, people can do whatever they please, but I'll stick to my heathenry. Thank you very much. Yes, Bishop. Learned everything I know from my father. That is, of course, after our mother left for the States with Kieran and took Catholicism with her. I'm not entirely sure why I just told you that. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. And with that, I'll leave you to it. I'm sure you don't need me talking in your head all day. Oh, hey, I just noticed you finished the job while we were talking. Thanks, Bishop. It was a tough job, but it looks like you pulled it off.
Nah, sorry, Bishop, can't talk. Too much to do. You can find out who killed Pawn 7. That would be nice. But don't tell Decay if you do discover someone. You come to me first. Now get going.
Hold on a second. I think we're about finished here.
Yep, just one more. Bingo! And that, as they say, is all she wrote.
All who wrote?
Never mind. I think we did good work here. Rook 9 should be happier than a wirehead on Black Friday.
Yes, yes, well done to us. So, Bishop, I suppose you'd like to now know who we think is responsible for Pawn 7. Rook 25 did say you've been tasked to speak with us, yes?
Wait, you don't actually believe one of us is some kind of killer? It's impossible! I'm still on the camp that Rook 13 is wrong. There's no other reasonable explanation.
I have a hard time thinking that Mr. Excon Procedure is ever wrong about anything.
He was a lot of fun to work with. It's really a shame. Damn shame, in fact. He used to try and argue that nanotechnology was way better for the environment than, say, plastics. When everybody knows nanopollution is already a worldwide concern. I'm gonna miss those debates.
You are wasting your time with us, Bishop. Go and talk with Pawn 64. I would put all my money on him at least knowing something.
Wait a second, you don't know that. He is a friend of mine, and I know he could never do it. Never. No way, not a chance. I know people, Adele, and I know you're wrong.
Maybe you're not the best judge of character after all.
So he's got something personal going on that he'd rather not talk about. It doesn't make him a killer.
I am not accusing anyone, but he has been acting unusual. Distant, abrasive. Something has him frightened. Maybe Pawn 7 caught 64 doing something he should not have been doing. Like maybe he was contacting Angelov.
You have some extraordinarily bad timing.
What are you... Oh, merde. He is behind me, isn't he?
Unfortunately, yes.
Hi.
Go ahead. Wade, yes? Okay, no problem. I'm on it. Well, duty calls. Did I get that one right, Charlie? Duty calls?
Haha, perfect! And yeah, I should probably get back to work as well. Lots to do.
Take care, Bishop, and watch your back.
Don't let her bother you. She's all right.
She thinks I killed Pawn 7 and helped Angela. She is not all right.
Nobody actually believes that. Don't be ridiculous. She was just blowing off some steam, releasing some of that tension we're all feeling today.
I know you don't believe it, my friend, and I understand I haven't been myself lately, but I promise you have nothing to worry about, okay?
Well, all right. But if I have nothing to worry about, then you stop being so grumpy. It doesn't suit you.
I don't suppose you want to tell me what else they said. Aye, I really don't think she likes me very much. Don't patronize me. Sure, I guess I can understand why my behavior recently could be seen as suspicious. But I didn't do it, Bishop. I'm no murderer. Okay, so look, Bishop, I'm sorry, but for now, just keep away from me, please. I think it does matter. Do you think she'll speak to anyone else? Night 15, Rook 25 maybe. I only need to stay off their radar a little while longer. Not now, and certainly not here. Okay, so look, Bishop, I'm sorry, but for now, just keep away from me, please. Bishop, nice work with Angelov.
Ouch! Damn it, Zen. Don't touch you there, I get it. Blimey.
Stop that, please.
Hello, B. I'm down in lower avionics trying to repair this bloody ship's automated defenses. And big surprise, she isn't cooperating. Oh, and I can't unlock the hatch, so don't ask. Safety protocols and all that. Ah, well, if she doesn't start cooperating, I'm gonna pour a drink all over her main board.
I love you too, Wade.
Anyway, try not to get your kitty snort all over my buttons and switches. And stay out of my chair.
Hey, Bishop, that was some pretty amazing work with Angelov. With 283 separate recorded incidents under his belt, it was about time someone put him behind bars.
That damn the computer brain of yours.
Yeah, well, it's a mixed blessing when it only allows for 1,533 hours of sleep a year.
That is not very much, Bishop, if you were wondering.
Oh, hey. Right, I guess you're wondering what else we found in the TS packet from London. Eyewitnesses claim 3 or 4 large transport vehicles left the Felixstowe docks only minutes before police arrived. They were headed for downtown when the police apparently, well, lost them.
Vanishing. A bunch of unmarked transports. You know, since the war you can barely let out a fart in London without a 15 of cameras seeing you do it. Followed by the police raining fire down on you.
No, except to say the London police are likely holding something back. They claim they're dealing with a security breach of their mainframe and that automated monitoring systems have been unable to detect the vehicles. Something stinks. There is no way they just up and lost those trucks.
Whatever happened to those good old-fashioned police work? Without the cameras and the sensor arrays, those bobbies are useless.
Possibly. And hey, don't sell yourself short. Taking down Kirill, something Bishop 8 could never do, was definitely a real mission, even if it was only in self-defense. Yes, but which one? We thought the same thing, and according to what we can tell, there are several high-profile hackers residing within the London area. Adrian Draper, Alvarez Famosa, and Jonathan Gonzalez are three of the big ones.
With the right tools, it could be any of them. And good luck finding one. So I'm told the bishop here has been tasked with investigating Pond 7. I'm assuming he has some questions you'd like to ask us, don't you, Bishop?
Really? Let's get it over with then. Ask away. Actually...
No, neither of us have. Not until after the incident took place. I sometimes wish we had those suits the Swedes wear, you know.
You really don't want to know.
No, she wasn't saying that.
Hey, relax. We've got nothing to hide. I went to the washroom, actually, right around when it happened. But it's a straight shot from Global Ops. The cabins are on a different level altogether. Sure, no problem. And please, forgive 62 for being a dink.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I meant no offense.
Maybe talk to Rook 25, Pawn 32, or Pawn 4. They were all working with Pawn 7 this morning in the hangar bay. I hope you're not suggesting that Rook 25 could be suspect, because that's simply impossible. Not her. Never.
Are we done here, Bishop? You know we are not involved.
Oh, you really shouldn't have said that.
So, Bishop, is this how you want to make a first impression? Running around the ship, making people point the fingers and accusing us all of murder? I'm not going to sit around here and listen to this. I'm sorry, Kendra, but I don't think I can play after all. Something has put me in a foul mood. I think I will go back to work. There's plenty to go through from the London to TS attack.
I should have warned you. He's got a pretty decent temper. I guess I'll join him, get some work done. It's probably best if you just lay off for a while. Let him cool down. understand. We've got a lot to do anyway. Maybe we can play some more tonight.
Thanks. I'm sure. So I'm told the bishop here has been tasked with investigating Pond 7. I'm assuming he has some questions you'd like to ask us, don't you, Bishop?
Really? Let's get it over with then. Ask away. Well, good. That settles it then.
One moment. I would actually like to know why you've been given this task. To interrogate everyone, I mean. You don't even know any of us. What good are you to judge?
All right, both of you. Just stop it. This won't get us anywhere, and I think the bottom line is simple. Bishop, neither of us had anything to do with what happened to Pawn 7. End of conversation.
All right, well, come on then, Kendra. Make your move.
I am sorry, Bishop, but I guess we can't talk any longer. I need to put an old man in his place.
Porca vacca. How come I didn't see that?
I honestly have no idea. And please, take your time.
Hey, Six, are you ready to meet with the Queen? Here, hang on one moment. Oh, and be forewarned, she doesn't like it when you waste her time. So choose your words carefully.
Incoming AV communication.
Good afternoon to you both. Let's try and keep this quick and to the point. Bishop 6. First, it's wonderful to finally meet you. The king has been particularly adamant about you. And of course he sends his regards and his regrets for not being here. Is that respect I hear? Keep this up and we'll get along just fine. Only try not to call me ma'am. I'm not that old. It's bad enough these ones calling me ma'am all the time. Now, I wanted to start by expressing my sincerest condolences over what happened to Pawn 7. He was an exemplary officer and I'm told an integral part of your crew. He will no doubt be missed.
Yes, he will be. It should also be noted that if it wasn't for the bishop being quick on his feet, we may have also lost Pawn 1.
I heard. Well done, Bishop, but don't expect a gift basket or commendation. You did your job and you did it well. All of which we expect from our bishops.
Right. So, about Pawn 7, I wanted to...
Hold on. We'll get to that in a minute. So, Bishop 6, the king has managed to trace the takeoff point of Angelov's boarding carrier to an airbase outside Edirne, Turkey. Hidden on the servers of this base was a document Angelov had apparently written for his men. It detailed one fact of their mission. Bishop 6 must die, or someone would kill them and their families.
In all fairness, Mum, we can't believe anything Kirill says or does or talks about doing. Even this document could have been planted for the king to find. Kirill is no slouch when it comes to subterfuge.
True. And this is why I want you speaking with him the instant he wakes up. We need to know what he knows, if anything, and he may be more willing to talk now that he's been beaten. Hell, he may even respect the bishop for beating him. But that's not important right now. What is important is to find out why. Why you specifically? Why now? And perhaps, who did you go and piss off before joining us? Well, then take a guess. There must be something in your past, something you've done. Excuse me? The Guardian Church? One of our biggest financial supporters? Not to mention the fact that I'm close personal friends with Rick Perlman.
What did you do? Who's Henry? And you couldn't have been more than 7 years old.
Henry is the king, and very few people know that. Bishop, if I said to you, Seeker, would that make any sense to you?
What is going on?
Interesting. And it's okay, Taran, don't worry about it. Bishop, you should really keep this information to yourself.
Incoming AV communication.
Who invited Wheats?
It wasn't me, I swear.
Good afternoon, everybody. Taran, Mum. Ah, yes, Bishop 6. I was hoping to catch your attention for a moment. The light blesses my luck, it seems.
Colin, it's good to see you. I trust you've been filled in on today's events.
I have, yes. I mostly just wanted to confirm that we're a go in Ireland. The Stormbird will be about an hour behind Zenlil. Oh, and I heard Bishop 6 brought down Angelov. Bravo. The ancestors must be keeping an eye on you.
Very good, Bishop. You're a quick learn, I'll give you that much. What was that?
Some sort of glitch in our minor systems. Wade and the king are working on it. He assures me it's nothing major.
The king never told me of any glitch.
Well, no offense, Mum, but you've got other things to worry about.
This is true.
So, is that all you wanted, Wheats? We will be seeing you in a few hours, after all. Maybe you've got better things to do.
Why must everyone keep calling me by my last name? And just 1 minute. Bishop! That is such a dreary thing to call you. What is your real name again? Oh? And why not?
He certainly is.
I only wanted the man's name, and he can't give it to me. Does that sound like a properly fit bishop to you? Can you hear me? Hello? Bishop, you've been given a destiny to fulfill by the Lords of Light, and you cannot save us all without first saving yourself from darkness.
Well, that was certainly interesting. First-rate Wheat's weirdness. And why is my connection not affected by whatever just happened to his?
I have honestly stopped trying to figure things out today.
Well, let's try and get this meeting finished before he comes back, shall we? Now, Bishop, last topic of the day, Pawn 7. I find it curious that the very day you board Zenlo, one of our most respected pawns is found dead only a few hours later. I hear Night 15 tasked you with that. Good. You can only help the investigators in Ireland by stirring things up a little now. Also, we'll be using your CMC records as part of the investigation. Good luck with that. Right. So I will speak with the king about everything we've discussed, after which he can decide what our next move will be. And Night 15, you and Wade get that boat to Ireland in one piece.
We will. And you be careful too, Mum. There's no telling who else out there's been given this EMP weapon. Night 5 has already been told to repeatedly scan for heat signatures at long range. We don't know whether or not Kirill's was the only one of those cloaked boarding carriers, and we're not taking any chances.
Excellent work, and I'm sure we'll be just fine. The Aether's a good ship. It'll get us to BC in one piece.
I hope you're right.
Aren't I always?
I'm glad you're still here. It shows initiative. You can leave now if you wish, but I was just curious if you'd like to ask me anything about what you saw. Maybe about the Queen, or Night 18. Well, it's not that I don't like him. He just gets under my skin a little sometimes. Him and Bishop 10. They're a strange pair. What did Alana say once? Oh, that Bishop 10 and Wheats reminded her of a Gemini Knight and his Lord, or something like that. Some space movie reference. She's full of those. Bishop 10 not only never speaks, but he's always standing directly behind Wheats when they're together, like a servant. But hey, who am I to judge? Bishop 10 is decorated in flawless mission accounts with countless lives saved under his belt. Well, we can talk some more later. I've got some unfortunate calls to make, starting with Pawn 7's family. His mother and I go back quite a few years. We were friends during my university days. Oh, and I'll have Wade load a new VT scenario for you. So head over there when you have a second.
Oh, bugger. She's really pissed off now. Night 15 and Route 25. One of you need to shut down power to lower avionics immediately. She's got a mind of...
Wade? Come in, Route 9. What is going on? Rook 13, I want you and Pawn 24 in lower avionics on the double.
Sir, the door is not responding.
Let me try it remotely. Oh! Remote door controls are not functioning, and neither are maintenance access points.
Well, figure it out! Now!
What the hell? The hatch door from lower avionics to the cockpit has just unlocked itself!
6, that means you're up. Enter lower avionics.
My God!
Stay focused, 6. Stay back! It looks like it only gets worse as you approach him. Return to the cockpit. We need a new plan. Get out of there! Alana, tell us you have a brilliant plan to get Wade out.
I think so. I mean, it's going to be dangerous, but I could remotely reverse the polarity of the Bishop's BUS to a Okay, it's done. Be damned careful, Bishop. Your BUS will now attract every electrical current in that room.
Let's try this again, 6. And take it slowly. Oh my god! Forget slowly. Stick him with the nanites and get the hell out of there.
What is going on?
Come on. Rook 13, I want you and Horn 24 in lower avionics on the double.
Sir.
Door controls are not functioning, and neither are maintenance access points.
Well, figure it out! Now!
What the hell? The hatch door from lower avionics to the cockpit has just unlocked itself!
6, that means you're up.
My God!
Stay focused, 6. It only gets worse as you approach him. Return to the cockpit. We need a new plan. Get out of there! Alana, tell us you have a brilliant plan to get Wade out.
I think so. I mean, it's going to be dangerous, but I could remotely reverse the polarity of the Bishop's BUS to attract rather than...
We don't need details. Just do it!
Okay, it's done. Be damned careful, Bishop. Your BUS will now attract every electrical current in that room.
Let's try this again, 6. And take it slowly. What are you doing, 6?
Rook 9 will be dead in 2 minutes' time.
Wait a second, I think it's... Well, I'll be damned. The door from the medbay has just opened itself. Are you seeing this, Kieran?
Yes, and I can see Rook 9 now. Whatever was happening in here...
What are you doing, 6? What are you doing, Six? Oh my god! Forget slowly. Stick him with the nanites and get the hell out of there. Six, what are you doing?
Damn it! The cockpit hatch just locked behind.